let's talk about something that's, well, it's really tough. What does it actually mean to give a horse a good death? We so often assume it's a decision that we have to make for them. But what if that common act of kindness, what if it deserves a second look? In this explainer, we're going to explore another way, a different way, to be there in their final moments. You've heard these words before, right? Unable to walk, no longer eating, there's no recovery. These are the serious practical reasons we hear when that final decision is made. And they sound logical, compassionate even. But hold on a second, let's just pause on that logic. If we were talking about a person and those were the reasons given, would we accept them? The answer, for most of us, would be a hard no. So why? Why does the standard of care, the whole way we think about it, change so dramatically when it comes to our horses? Now look, this isn't about judgment and it's not about finding one single right answer, not at all. Instead, we're going to explore the science of how horses actually experience pain, the huge importance of the herd, and this powerful alternative of simply being present, right up until the very end. And when you look at the numbers, it's pretty staggering. In the UK, for example, somewhere between 85 and 89% of horse deaths are the result of euthanasia. Just think about that. For the vast, vast majority of horses, death isn't a natural process. It's a scheduled event. It's a decision that we make. So that brings us to the science of all this. What if our whole understanding of what they're feeling, of what they need from us in those final hours, what if it's based more on our human experience than on their actual equine biology? Okay, so there's this incredible biological process called stress-induced analgesia. All mammals have it, we do too. You can think of it as the body's own emergency painkiller system. When there's extreme physical trauma, the body just floods itself with endorphins to dull the pain. But here is the absolute key difference. For a prey animal, like a horse, this whole response is basically supercharged. Their bodies evolved to kill pain incredibly fast, giving them that one last chance to escape a predator. It's a survival mechanism that's just hardwired deep into their DNA. And knowing this, it forces us to ask a really, really difficult question. When we see a horse in that state of decline, are we actually witnessing pure, unbearable agony? Or are we seeing an animal whose body is naturally, powerfully softening the entire experience, helping them manage their own passing in a way we just don't fully get? So, with that science in mind, it really opens the door to a completely different philosophy of care. It's something the source material for this calls coexistence, and it's a powerful alternative to our default of intervention. Now, the idea here isn't to prolong suffering, and it's definitely not about rushing to the end either. It's about something else. It's about creating a calm, supportive space and just allowing a natural process to unfold with dignity, with respect. And this isn't some abstract concept. It's actually very practical. It's about providing simple, basic comforts, a quiet shelter, water they can easily reach, soft bedding. And this one is crucial. It's about letting them stay connected to their herd. You see, our role completely shifts. We go from being the one who intervenes to being a quiet observer, just offering help when it's truly needed. The whole mindset is about presence, not control. And that point about herd connection, it's absolutely vital. A horse's death isn't just an individual event. No way. It's something that sends ripples through their entire social world. We have studies that confirm this, and the numbers are incredible. After a companion dies, you see this huge spike in alertness, a lot more vocalizing and restless pacing. These are not random behaviors. They are clear, unmistakable signs that the herd is processing a major event. And the observations go even deeper. Herd members will actually approach the body, they'll sniff it, they'll even just stand vigil for hours. This is more than just them readjusting to a new dynamic. It's a process. It's about confirmation and mourning. It really suggests that allowing them to witness a natural death gives them a kind of social closure that just taking them away might prevent. Which brings us to what is without a doubt the hardest part of this conversation. We have to turn the lens back around on us and ask some very direct questions about why we do what we do. We've all felt it, maybe even said it. I just can't bear to see them like this. It's a statement that comes from a place of deep love and empathy, right? We want to protect this animal we care so much about from any pain. But we're being asked to just pause for a second and really consider, when we say that, Is it truly about what the horse is experiencing, or is it maybe more about our own discomfort, our own inability to sit with the raw, messy, uncontrollable process of dying? So maybe there are two different ways to define compassion in this moment. Is it the act of stepping in to end the suffering, or could it be the strength to just sit beside that suffering, offering quiet companionship without feeling the need to fix it? Now, this is not an accusation. It's really an invitation for some deep, personal reflection. Are we making this choice to honor their journey? Or are we making it to shield our own hearts from the pain of watching that journey come to an end? And so in the end, we're left with this one question. There is no simple answer, and this was never about finding one. It's about expanding our own definition of what kindness can look like. Is it about control, or is it about presence? By trying to understand their biology, by respecting their social bonds, and by being brave enough to question our own comfort, we can ask ourselves what it truly means to walk with them, all the way to the very end. Thank you for exploring this with me.